You should be aware of one simple fact. Narcissists don't really respect anyone, especially in a functional sense. They can have respect for someone if it is potentially beneficial for them, but it is difficult to expect honest and authentic respect from someone who is neither honest nor authentic. What a narcissist can do is respect a person's power, privilege, money, physical appearance, prestigious occupation, social status, unavailability. In other words, they can respect everything they want for themselves, except the person who possesses those things. Even that respect for superficialities other people possess is laced with envy, which is also one of the core characteristics of the narcissistic personality. In some instances, it is important that you make a narcissist respect you because you might work with them, have children with them, or something similar, so you are unable to just walk away. There is still no magical cure for narcissism, so employing different strategies to make them at least pretend to respect you might sometimes be necessary. Hey everybody, welcome to Psychology Element. We are here today to give you tips on how to make a narcissist respect you, and in order to achieve that, we will be listing 10 strategies you can employ to achieve that goal. Number 1, cultivate your self-esteem. Narcissistic individuals usually target people who appear vulnerable, and people who are emotionally vulnerable more than often tend to have low self-esteem. Even though a narcissist may manipulate the person through love bombing and other tactics into thinking they respect them, they usually feel the exact opposite. They tend to view the vulnerable person with low self-esteem with contempt and even resentment. Narcissists tend to equate low self-esteem with low value, so it is only natural for them during the devaluation phase to explicitly show what they really think and feel about that person. The flip side is that they tend to view high self-esteem and even arrogance or narcissism as high value of that person. So, if you find a way to cultivate healthy self-esteem, the narcissist will start valuing you and thus respecting you more. But more importantly, you will probably become more resistant to other narcissists around you who would otherwise put you through a ringer. Number 2, let the narcissist know that you can easily leave them and replace them. Narcissists are highly sensitive to abandonment and rejection. When they do get rejected or abandoned, their inner monologue can be approximated by this sentence: "Who does that person think they are to reject or abandon me?" Again, their grandiosity and hypersensitivity to abandonment and rejection are interfering with their cognitive processing of the fact that someone may not want to be around them. So, how can you use this to make them respect you? Tell them respectfully, assertively, and clearly that you will not be putting up with their manipulation, invalidation, lying, cheating, aggression, and that you can easily leave them, with many other options waiting for you out there. It is preferable that you really do create those options for yourself. Narcissists definitely don't like the idea they can be replaced, since it implies that there are people who are superior to them. This will make the narcissistic person in question respect you, at least temporarily, until you find a better way of dealing with them. Number 3, don't engage with them on a deeper level. Sure, there is little depth to be found in the narcissist's universe, but there probably is in yours. If you allow yourself to be pulled into their twisted dynamics of interacting with people, you will already be on your way to being taken for granted, devalued, and disrespected. If you want the narcissist to respect you, engage with them only when they are acting nice to you, when they are fun to be around, when you have a mutual goal to achieve. But otherwise, limit the amount of emotions and effort you put into the relationship of any kind with them. When their mask starts slipping away, try to avoid contact with them until they start being fun, kind of nice, or useful to you, and don't let them pull you deeper into their own vortex. This technique is often called limited engagement and will definitely make the narcissist respect you, or at least appreciate your limited availability to them. Number 4, the gray rock technique. When a narcissist starts devaluing you, which is almost inevitable, they will try to engage in behaviors that feel good to them without any regard for how they feel for you. They may ignore you, constantly stare at their phones while you're talking to them, openly try to provoke or humiliate you. Now, when you start noticing these devaluing behaviors, please either remove yourself from that person or situation and don't contact them again. And don't allow them to contact you, which is the essence of the so-called no contact rule, or simply avoid them as much as possible. Respond in simple sentences and treat them like they don't exist until they change their behavior. This is the so-called gray rock technique. This might result in a temporary increase in their respect for you. Number 5. If a conversation with the narcissist isn't going anywhere because they are not listening to you, calmly end the conversation. Narcissists are completely uninterested in what you or anyone else has to say unless it serves some kind of purpose for them. As soon as you notice their conversational disrespect or steering the initial conversation that has nothing to do with them towards themselves, calmly end the conversation. This tactic may not get you a narcissist's respect in every area in your life, but they may start pretending to be interested in what you are telling them, which is their equivalent of respect for you. Enjoying the video so far? Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful videos like this one. You'll only get smarter, and it's free. Number 6. Present yourself as a high-status person. As we've already mentioned, narcissistic individuals are obsessed with obtaining and retaining social status and recognition. If you present yourself as a person who possesses those qualities, you can expect a tsunami of excessive praise and admiration from the narcissist, who will be hoping that those qualities you presented will put them in an elite position by being in your company. This will definitely get you their respect if they are meeting you for the first time, but don't expect that respect to last, because they will envy you, try to use your presented qualities for their benefit, and then slide into devaluing and even discarding you. Number 7. Don't walk on eggshells around them. Disclaimer: if you are in a physically abusive narcissistic relationship, do not try to implement this tactic, but try to contact authorities and mental health professionals near you as soon as possible and let them know about your situation. However, in all other cases, where there is no danger of physical violence, put your feet on the ground and walk around assertively, without the fear that you may upset the narcissist. Narcissists get upset over minor stressors and every detail that poses an inconvenience to them, so why would you need to watch your every step? Narcissists actually resent people who walk on eggshells to avoid their volatile nature, because this eggshell walking reminds them of their hypersensitivity, which they would never admit. Number 8. Set clear boundaries. Ironically, narcissists, who pose tons and tons of boundaries on what people can say, do, or ask of them, hate those same boundaries in other people. These boundaries will protect you from their need to control you, and it may actually make them even show you something resembling respect when they notice that they will not be able to manipulate you into letting them in once you've set those boundaries. Number 9. Make them work hard to earn being in your presence. People who are highly narcissistic are never satisfied and are always on the lookout for novelty, excitement, and drama with as many people they deem worthy as possible. Use the supply and demand principle to let them know how busy you are, so that they would start perceiving you as a high-value commodity, because they are certainly not going to see you and respect your essential qualities as a human being. You can probably expect a temporary increase in their respect for you. Number 10. Play hard to get. Our last point may sound childish, but trust us, it often works like a charm. It actually ties with our previous point. Narcissistic people are not that interested in people they have, but are much more interested in the ones they don't yet have, or even more, they can't have. Novelty-seeking behavior and impulsivity that characterize narcissists play a significant role here. If you make yourself evasive and not easily obtainable, the narcissist will almost certainly want to prove that they are the ones who can conquer you. You can play this game with them if you have the time or nerves for that, and you can be sure that this game is going to increase their respect for you. We leave the question of how much is narcissistic respect even worth to you. And if you liked this video, then check out these related videos to see more.